It is weird feeling all of the, like, the game feels like it's getting smaller over time.
Okay.
Like, not like scope-wise. The game obviously is huge, but, like, the interactable stuff. It's the same way it goes with every game. I think we're in, by the way.
Sure. On the D-pad.
Where I'm Rick.
And I'm Peter.
This is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Crying. We're crying.
We're crying. We're crying so much about how, as with most games, as you get near the end, everything kind of starts to feel a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the design, right? You start in a massive world where you can't get to the edges of the map, but then you get all sorts of ways to get around faster.
Yeah.
You get more travel points, so you can just skip all of it. Whereas at the beginning, you had to, like...
Everything was on foot. You had to very meticulously make your way through it all.
It's a natural progression.
Get a walk.
I remember it fondly for many games.
Yeah. On repeat playthroughs, it does get a little tiring, though. A lot of games struggle with, like, repeat tutorial syndrome.
Being able to turn off tutorial mode is great.
Yeah.
Not having access to travel is understandable.
Yeah.
To not break the order of the game, potentially, or, you know... That's a piece of... That's a plank you can extend that with.
It is. I'm just kind of surprised with the position that it's in right now.
Well, I think when you let go now, it'll... Oh.
So it's sprung up that way. That's interesting. So now I'm going to do this. Whoop. There we go.
Okay. One way to work that.
Yeah. It's kind of... There's a bunch of things going on in here. I would say Breath of the Wild has a slightly tiring tutorial on multiple playthroughs because it does take, like, you know... Unless you're speedrunning it, you're more likely spending like a good hour at least kind of pushing through that.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom doesn't feel as bad with that, weirdly enough.
Okay.
It seems like everything's a little tighter together. Maybe that's just, you know, flawed memory, but you only have like, what, three shrines plus the thing in the middle, and then you're basically off to the races. I guess it's probably similarly timed, honestly. But.
Yeah, I think it did take us longer than an hour.
Yes, I'm talking like knowing what's going on, knowing what you're doing, it probably is going to be a little less... Oh, I hope that isn't about to smash into the ramp. Okay,
all
cool.
Clear.
How close did we get? Kind of close. I they obviously laid it out so it wouldn't be an issue, but...
Yeah, within design tolerances.
Yeah. Fucking arrows! Woo!
Hooray!
We love arrows. We love arrows here.
I mean, we do.
We do. Look at that.
But it's an underwhelming prize from a chest, right?
Yeah.
Like a crate of arrows is great.
Bonus chest in a shrine. It's always like, well, all right.
And that should cause it to be imbalanced and weighed down.
So what if I... Whoop.
You gotta hold on to it.
What if I do this? Ah, nope. Figured it was worth a shot. Okay, so...
The plank is back.
Yes, they usually return those when they...
Right. Anything that's critical to the puzzle will come back.
Couldn't I just, like... Can I just do something like this? Well, maybe not like that.
I think you could probably get it such that you can put it onto the other side of the board and get it to be, you know, available as a path up.
That's a fair point. Ooh. Oh boy, dangerous. Ugh.
Almost double dangerous there.
I wonder. Oh no! Mistakes were made. Oh, how did I miss that?
I don't know.
That was interesting. All right. Fair enough. It's beautiful. How is that even staying on there right now?
Just friction.
Yes, right? Yeah, can I just like... No, it keeps doing that. It keeps like rotating it by like an extra 30 degrees.
Yeah, well, I think it only has 2 valid attachment angles that are remotely what you're looking for.
Oh, can I not turn this
And
at
unfortunately, its center of gravity appears to be on the other side of the hinge still.
all? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Ah, and now it's on this
Okay.
side, so it's stable there for now.
I could climb this like this.
Yeah.
I think it's probably... Oh! Okay.
What? Oh, your slide back off
Yeah,
of
little
it is too
backslide
far.
on there. All right, it stayed stuck. Will it let me do this, though? Oh, it does look like it will. There we go. I definitely skipped whatever they wanted me to do there.
Right.
I'm not totally sure. I mean, we got our... Okay,
Can you
no,
pull
because I
it-
still want to...
Pull it down and spring it to that.
Yeah,
Stick it to it.
presumably.
Nope, can't stick it. Okay.
Can I do anything with this? Or is the idea that I need to bring...
Bring
well, actually,
some weight.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, activate something.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I was expecting there.
So that's a launch to get you up.
Yeah. So yeah, is it just a matter of, like, get this out of the way entirely?
No, I think it's stand on it. I think it's just stand on it and then activate the button.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's probably right. Overthinking it a little bit here. Ooh.
Oh, not enough height. Okay, so...
Can I...
So it needs to go from all the way down to going up, or...
Can I very carefully be on the edge of this and not get crushed to death? Whoop. We also lost our... No, not really. We also lost our timer. Always good.
Yay!
It may just be a matter of... Yeah, what is the point of this?
Oh, you can make it a longer lever. Will that launch you farther?
Probably. I was considering that as that was what I was thinking next is, do we just need to be sticking more stuff on here?
It's a matter of leverage. So it'll be from farther
Yeah.
back, but you'll get a lot more lift from the launch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
Don't think we've gotten
Grazing
that
the
close to
ceiling.
the top before. No.
Wonder if you could launch yourself through it, or if it actually is a hard contact.
I think it is. I'm trying to remember if we've actually touched it once before.
I think things have touched it
Yeah.
at least, like balloons.
Yeah, I think one of the early balloon ones, we just kind of let a balloon go and it like stopped at the glowy blue ceiling.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of the end of it.
Because you could,
I don't know.
I think you had a little room to technically make that longer if you brought,
If I brought the
a flank,
third one over, yeah.
so you could launch yourself even more vigorously.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all of the shrines in the Gerudo region.
Desert and mountains.
Yeah, I'm not super planning on doing that with everything else at the moment, but
Yep.
I figured like we were there, we were so close to done. I am going to come up over here, and we're going to fly to that Star Island, because I think that's our last one remaining.
Okay.
Be nice to get another quest out of the way.
Yeah.
This might be a bit of a quest clearing episode for us, because we have also 2 stables that we need pictures for.
Okay.
That both come from the Goron region.
All right.
One of them needs to be a shot of a Goron enjoying the hot springs, and another one, I believe, is a shot of a statue of is it Darmani? Daruk? No, Daruk. There's too many fucking Gorons. It's so hard to keep track.
Daruk. Daruk is on fire.
He loves it, though. It's his favorite thing to do on the weekends. Also, he just wants to let the motherfucker burn.
Yeah.
That's kind of a him thing, you know. That's just sort of what he does.
Yeah, he burns and fucks mothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Famously, he loves that shit.
Yeah.
A little bit too much, but like, I mean, everyone seems fine with it, so
Just fuse those as is. See how that goes.
Just go like that. That would actually be pretty fucking funny. Go. Tunk. We're heading for yellow, which is that way, but this should be an acceptable start for us.
Rocket power.
All right. So we're ways out that way. It looks like it actually might be lower in the sky, based off of, because I think darker means lower.
Oh, is there an actual visual cue given?
There is. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's up. Because so these ones, like, that looks pretty dark brownish.
Yep.
This one's a little bit lighter beige. For comparison, here's like the dungeon that was really high up in the sky.
Yeah. Okay.
And then also the other easy comparison being the Star Island up here that is impossibly high in the sky, that is like almost white.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah, this one I probably could have just dove to, but
Yeah, maybe didn't even need the bird at all, but
That's
you got the
alright.
parts.
Yep, may as well use them. In fact, I'm gonna have to jump off of this because we're gonna overshoot it, even diving as hard as I can dive.
This is stick full down.
Yep.
What about tight spirals to corkscrew it?
But then we don't get this beautiful view.
Goodbye, bird.
Goodbye, Lawrence. I love you.
Are you over the island or just ever so slightly off?
Close enough that I'm actually blowing backwards in the breeze a little bit. That's fun.
There is a persistent wind going right now.
Yeah.
All right, is this one going to drop away too?
Probably. Like all of the ones that I've done lately have dropped away. I think we just happened to get the ones that didn't for a very long time.
Yeah.
No, it's a normal one.
All right.
Hooray! Sweet.
Last picture.
Yep. But so let's go to Kakariko and drop this off, because then I can delete all of those, and that'll be great. I've been nervous about deleting any of the ones that I have because I can't remember if I've dropped them off yet.
Yep.
So Teno, there's Kakariko. Yup. I suspect that the ring ruin situation is still the way it is until we do whatever's going on at Lookout Landing.
Yep.
But it's worth at least showing up here and doing this now. And
Sure.
we'll be good there. All right. I suppose maybe something that I'll do during my closing streams will be, I've been talking since the very beginning of the game about wanting to get up to that the meaningless Star Island at the top of the map above Lookout Landing.
Yeah.
But I have figured out my perpetual height machine, like my build for essentially just getting infinite height with enough resources.
Okay.
So maybe I'll just do that. It basically all it involves is like a hoverstone and rockets.
Okay. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah. I have tons of battery, and I'll have tons of Zonai charges that I'm not using.
You definitely have a bunch of hoverstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Rockets you use more readily.
Yes. So really all I'll wind up needing to do is like drop off a bunch of Zonai charges to get a bunch of rockets, and then just keep taking rockets all the way up there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any bird is going to
So
get...
that doesn't involve using any glitches.
No, totally glitchless. The biggest problem is just going to be the number of rockets that I'll need, and I will need a lot of battery to keep the hoverstone going.
You should do some, like, math.
If I put a bunch of the hoverstones together and accept that it's going to burn a bunch of stuff, I can probably then auto-build a balloon that I can have take off and get some more height with a shelf on it to then make more hoverstones when my battery is back.
Yep.
Because I can just put a fire, like a regular-ass fire in there. That won't take up any battery at all.
Right.
So there's definitely some ways. It'll be slow, but there are definitely ways to do it.
Because you should figure out how much height you can get from every set of rockets.
Yeah.
As a
not
baseline.
A lot. Not a lot, to be honest. But it's just it's enough to get the hoverstone to go. All right, let's see. First-hand historical account. Off with Roru, king of Keen Blade, I guess.
Often was Rauru, king of Keenblade.
Weave? Like weaving? His work.
Weave his work.
Royal?
Royal. Yeah,
Maybe?
Royal in favor of the hunt.
That's a really confusing sentence all by itself. And off Queen Sonia, queen of keen insight, seek out him and repair this king to kingly business?
And often went Sonia, queen of keen insight.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say Queen
Just
Sonia?
Queen Sonia,
yeah.
Seeking or
Feels kind of rude to call the queen quaint. That feels a tiny bit rude.
I think went, I think, is what that is supposed to be.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Seek out him and repair this king to kingly business.
Yeah.
And I think SEKE is supposed to be sort of like sought. This is past tense.
In her sapience, seems she divine, that she like cunning him?
Cunning him ever
or with him?
find.
Like cum? And for his folly seems him the more humane? We're saying that Sonia's not very, like, that he's got a very kind heart, but she's the more, like, intellectually driven one, I guess?
Yes. Something like that. This is, like, definitely, like, reading Old English.
Yes. And it's so...
And the king, he laughs.
It's so, oh, God, I was going to say obstructive. That's not right. Obtuse, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, he laughed. Not him... her equal for her wit. He can.
I think kuna is can, or maybe cannot. It's hard to tell.
The queen, she laughed too. Even she scolded.
Even while she's scolding him.
Yeah.
So they're laughing together even while she's scolding him.
King Rowan would vacate his official business to go hunting. Okay, yep. The impression he was a stricter, more serious king, but I guess he had a lighter side as well. However, Queen Sonia was always a step ahead. She would put a stop to King Rowan's hunts and bring him back. Some circumstances you might expect this to have been a point of tension at their court, but the tone here is much more playful than that. These royals are more relatable than one might assume. Or it seems from this account, at least, how fascinating.
It's sort of like underwhelming to get this historical, like, evaluation of the record.
Yeah.
When we've already had, like, video flashbacks.
Yeah, we've seen them.
Of, or I suppose we've had video flashbacks. Link has had...
Yeah, he's witnessed this.
Brain flashes.
Yeah.
Of their actual, like...
interactions and stuff. Yeah. Princess Zelda recently comes to see Mineru, the king's elder sister. What?
I come ek for her to
serve, probably?
Saruan. I come ek for her to Saruan.
Because she became a handmaiden of Sonia.
Yep.
I don't know. Today came... came an impasse, maybe? That
Today it came to pass.
Oh, it came to pass. The Mineru showed to Zelda construct...
Althar greatest.
I have seen
all their greatest.
Is there an Old English all the greatest or something?
Something like that is what it seems like. Yeah, that definitely feels like a more like a Germanic borrowed kind of situation where you just string a bunch of words together.
Greatest. Yeah. Zelda, she much desired to. Oh my God, that almost seemed like English for a second there. Zelda, she much desired to
She much desired on it to ride,
and not. Oh God, it's
come.
so.
I think that's supposed to be like arrive, come with.
Okay. Come not.
Not Isayan kust hier stoppen. Not Isayan kust hier stoppen.
Though I did protest loudly.
Yeah.
Okay. Nevertheless, she made to sit high upon the constructs.
Shoulders.
Yeah, I'm assuming just a thing. Yeah.
Like a horse, all full of grace.
Okay, so she's learning to like ride on and pilot constructs and things.
Lausian so grant already, they to grow in all the more. Min Lausian. Opinion of her?
Yeah, okay.
Lauded.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I wonder if Lausian is an actual word. Like just as is. Zelda apparently visited Mineru often to assist with her research. Yeah, Zelda had a very scientific mind, and that was like the whole problem for her in Breath of the Wild, is that she's very like scientifically oriented and had like zero skill with magic, no matter how much she was trying, and it was actually becoming a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Zelda wrote it so well that our author, the Chamberlain, was again impressed by her skill at everything she tried. That's the long and short of it here. I'm curious whether the pictures you take do associate to the text you get, or if the text is always in the same order regardless. Because you'd have no way of knowing and it's the same texture. So,
right.
The back and forth between the Chamberlain and Zelda. The Chamberlain tried to warn Zelda of the danger, but Zelda pushed past her and rode the construct anyway. Short but so evocative of both the level of technology found in this era and the character of their visitor, Zelda. The treasure found in these stone tablets is the pearls of wisdom and nuggets of personality contained within. Okay.
I thank you not just with words, but with money.
Here's some money.
There's
All right.
2 left. Here, look at this picture.
It looks just like the other ones, doesn't it? I love, too, the fidelity of these pictures is not enough to be able to decipher what would be on there, even if it was actually legible, generally.
I mean, I think that comes down to just, like, the texture.
Yeah.
I think it could be readable, legible script at that.
At that distance. I guess that's true. It'd be a matter of how much it's eroded over time, really. Like, if it's softened out, or if the lighting is...
Yeah, in which case you might want a rubbing or a 3D camera.
Yes.
Actually, is it a 3D camera? Because then you have depth information.
I think it is technically 3... Because they have...
yeah, there's like models built out of taking pictures, isn't there?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Statues?
I could swear that someone mentioned that he had to get kind of creative with the stuff that wasn't visible in the picture, too. So, like, it could go either way, honestly. Fashion now
favorite garments adorned with Muskeren patrons and verond with beon they wern. Mushroom patterns and
oh my god, if they invented the CC patterns at the dawn of Hyrule.
For one with both they wear. Okay.
Yeah. His taste for mushroom comes from the castle seamstress. Oh,
who sought to
hilarious.
sew clothes for Princess Zelda to please her.
So Cece had an ancestor who was around and also doing clothes back then. That's actually kind of adorable. So now our list of people who were alive during the era of King Roru are Roru, his wife, his sister, Ganondorf, Zelda, and an ancestor of Cece.
Yep.
and the 4 champions. And the Chamberlain, yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. Fashion, Zelda told the seamstress.
Was in her true home, well loved.
I guess that's fair. Cece's fashion was kind of taking off right when Zelda left. So,
yep.
In her time, were ever rich patrons of bright hues in the shape of mushrooms. Okay.
Yep.
Anoint our something our hand.
Anu our hand
seamstress set
heart on this
patrons copying,
which sell to many happy person.
Okay, so producing lots of it, I guess. He's such after some for mine one, but could not anyone find.
Yeah,
God, it's so hard to. My brain hurts trying to parse. I know we don't have to.
Trying to put the words into the order that they're. 'Cause it does seem like they're going for a specific variation on a sentence structure.
Yes.
Where you reorder things.
There's tricky ones though, like ne blank not seems to be just not in the same way that in French you'd have ne blank pas.
Right.
In English we don't have that. Is the real trick though?
Ne pense pas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Negation on both sides is more common in earlier languages.
Yeah.
We've sort of minimized the amount of times we negate.
I'm trying to remember. There is I forget which one it is. There's a common word in English that came originally as a negation. It might have been napkin, where it was like like something that was very like apshen or something, and it like meant something initially different, and it just kept getting clumped together to become napkin or something. It
doesn't mean to get rid of the schmutz on your face?
No, I don't think. I forget. There is some English word that starts with N that began as a French cluster of words that just got mushed together. I'll have to go look it up later or something. But,
sure.
Fashion trends of that era. The story's catalyst is there Zelda telling a tale about the mushroom-patterned outfits becoming popular in her homeland. Yup. Do you think the mushroom pattern thing is also a cute reference to Mario in general? Also,
I guess so.
Like I could see
their
it being
other oldest IP,
right? Like
sort of a reference. Is there early mushroom stuff from like Zelda 2?
The first game that I know that mushrooms were in, I know that they might have been in Link to the Past. I know there were mushrooms in Link's Awakening, because you can find mushrooms in the forest and bring it to the witch to get potions. And I want to say A Link to the Past also has that. Sorry, no, yeah. In Link's Awakening, I think you bring mushrooms to... I think you get the powder if you bring it to the witch or something, as opposed to a potion.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it goes that far back. And then there's the mushrooms in Ocarina of Time that are supposed to be used to make a potion to heal the carpenter's son. But then by the time you bring it back to him, he's already gone.
Oh.
Presumably turned into a Stalfos, because that's what happens to adults who stay in the Lost Wood for too long.
Everybody's Stalfos.
Everybody's Stalfos. Do you know Cece from Ateno Village? Imagine the look on her face if she were to find out. It's probably her ancestor. Why the hell not?
This story about her fashion being told about this cycle.
Yeah.
This cycle is pretty deliberate.
Yeah, this is a
Also,
literal
you're
cycle.
talking about someone who's being referred to as Princess Zelda.
Yeah.
And I know that's a common name for the princess in history, but why haven't...
It's a little on the nose.
So many people are like
Our Zelda's
completely
gone.
oblivious to what's going on.
Right? Zelda's missing. Also, we're getting a weird number of historical records involving a Princess Zelda we didn't know about.
Yeah.
According to the stone tablet at Lookout Landing, we have one left to find. Do I have the last one? Yes.
Nice.
I wasn't 100% sure. And that's the one I think we just got. Yeah, North Gerudo Sky Archipelago.
Tablet in ancient Hyrulean.
Of late have I heard it told a strange lady walks around the castle in dark of night. Oh, this is going to be the Chamberlain discovering the fake Zelda, probably.
Oh, sweet.
She and Princess Zelda seem
As twins,
as twins too, yeah.
But this on no light in her eyes.
Oh yeah, this one had
More
no
as a
light
dead
in her
thing
eyes.
than not.
I wonder if H's are being like a
Not
bunch
an
of times rendered as N's, like just short stemmed.
Corruptions.
Corruptions.
And like they used it instead of hit. I think the
Yeah.
language is sort of molding some, or they maybe are cutting out on some of the words that get an extra aspiration. It might be a tense thing or a gendering.
Oh, that's fair too. I'm honestly even thinking like they're just letters that are getting dropped in general, like they're lost and they're not being seen, so they're just like losing letters here and there. She's asked about these walks, Princess Zelda. Of that, been nothing remembered. Oh, Princess Zelda. Of that,
No thing remembering.
yeah, has nothing. Has
Hasn't
nothing
been
remembered.
remembering anything.
Yeah. What monster or spirit of darkness be this vision? So afeard I am of mine imaginings that I cannot sleep. Ancient ghost story. Oh boy! It's first-hand account of a ghostly or maybe corpse-like woman who appeared each night, looking just like their Zelda. No matter the era, it seems people can't resist sharing a good ghost story.
I mean, living a good actual ghost sighting situation.
Yeah,
Which is what's happening right now.
I mean, we've been experiencing it also.
Oh,
so-
no, our Zelda is not a ghost, too. She's a dragon.
Yeah, ours is a dragon. If you see Zelda, that ain't Zelda. All right.
Although it is the ghost mentioned in that story, probably.
Yes. It's been taking a several millennia nap, though.
As so many of the artifacts of the current discoveries have,
Yeah.
for reasons. Capital R reasons.
Yeah. TM. Registered trademark.
Yep.
I need a moment. Now that I've read all of it, well, to step outside my role as researcher, I'm deeply impressed with the author. I'd very much like to have met her, if only the vast gulf of time didn't separate us. But of course, collecting the 13 records on these stone tablets would have been impossible without your cooperation, Link. In recognition of your work as a member, well, honorary member, hey, of the survey team, I want you to have this cloth. Oh, man. We're getting an awful lot of cloth lately.
Yeah. There's a bunch of missions where it is entirely cosmetic to complete it.
Yeah. I suspect as time goes on, more of these longer-term ones are going to do that because at that point it's like, well, what are we going to give you that you don't have access to already?
We'll give you a way to show off that you finished this whole mission
Yeah.
in a screenshot.
Convey those feelings to the rest of the world. Thank you very much for working with me on this.
By decorating your glider.
Yep. And there's all the things. If we ever wanted to read them again, I don't. Is Asshole still there? He is. Let me take a second and knock out our
13
pictures of
photos that can now be cleared out.
Yeah, not all 13, but there's definitely like at least 4.
That's one.
Here's 1. Here's 2. And there's 1.
Great.
Yep. Ba-ding. Cool. So we did that. There was one other thing that I was thinking of. So we did. Oh, actually, yeah. One other thing that I was thinking of, which was I want to knock out. Oh, did it get rid of the stamp for me? That's nice.
Interesting. I guess you had stamped it so exactly on the spot that it did that, whereas that one is off by a pixel.
Oh no, you know what? I turned it into a target
a
thing.
waypoint, right?
Yeah. So let me just double check all of these, make sure I don't have any Star Islands still marked. Because some of those are just points of interest that we haven't been to yet. That one I'm leaving marked because I do want to go there eventually.
Yep.
That one's good. Yeah, we no longer have Star Islands mapped. Hooray. We've also been to the vast majority of the stuff in the sky at this point, which is also cool.
Yes.
And I did want to do uno más thing. I don't know what thing is in Spanish. Before we go, that looks like it probably would be hot springs. Just trying to see where, because we wanted to get, these also might be hot springs. We wanted to get a picture of a Goron at hot springs.
Yep.
This also probably is just something that's worth looking at regardless. There's nothing nearby in the air either. This will probably not get us very far. It'd probably wind up like here anyway. So I'm going to go to this. Yeah, Goron at hot springs, Daruk statue. Daruk statue should be easy enough to get in. I think it's in Goron City.
Okay.
Either that or there's that spot where there's rails and there's a big thing that's knocked down over it. And I think I even commented on the fact that it looked like a Goron and then didn't take a picture of it. I feel a little dumb about that, especially now.
That it might have been exactly what you needed.
Yeah. Well, that's a shrine. That's nice. It's not what I'm really looking for, but I may as well mark it.
Is it that one? Oh, no.
Doesn't look like it. There's one that I forgot, I neglected to mark, I guess.
You've got its light route, but you neglected to mark it.
I don't know why
Do you have any
here. This seems wrong.
Light routes?
I do have a few. Down here, up over there, and up over there. Those are all that are left for light routes. That was
Very
something I
nice.
was figuring I would be doing as, like, for solo episodes, if I got to burn some time.
Yeah.
Then that's an easy enough thing to get on. Just kind of doing a couple quick comparisons while I'm on this screen. And it looks like we're doing pretty good on at least marking the ones that we need to get to. But I guess that's kind of the direction we're actually headed, so let's do that.